Hey, so my name is Jacob Ison, and this is my group's design diary. First off, we have our Jimmy John's app redesign. That's what I will be discussing today. So there's our write-up, but I'll get into all that. Um, First off, we have the startup screen, the initial startup screen to load up the app. It takes you right to the order screen with the delivery or pickup option. And personally, our group thought that this tunneled the user too much and kind of just forced the order now down your throat. And we wanted to change that. Another problem, here's once you click on the delivery or pickup option or the delivery option, that's what pops up. But another problem is that once you put in your address, you can't change it unless you redo your entire order. And we thought that was sort of annoying. So since there was a problem with that and it tunneled a little bit, we decided to make the initial startup page just a menu in case anyone who came in the app and just wanted to look at the food they have to offer. You can just go right into the app, check out the menu instead of, opening up to delivery or pickup. Because you might not actually want it. You might just want to see what they have. And here is our redone version of the menu. As you can see, it's generally the same. That's the theme with a lot of these here. We liked the fonts and the color scheme because it complements the logo itself. So there is aesthetic consistency between the app layout as well as the logo, the Jimmy John's logo. And the only thing we really changed in some of these is down here at the bottom, it says there's the find Jimmy John's button, like I can find a Jimmy John's near you. But we exchanged it with a track feature because there was no tracking on your order when you order it. So you weren't really sure when exactly it'd get there. And then here is I did a test order and I ordered some Jimmy John's. And this is the after you order screen, the post order. And as you can see, the only thing that we really changed right here, it says get order status notifications because they send you notifications, but they weren't all that often. And there was still no tracking or no real-time location. And over here, I just changed it to say check to receive updates and tracking number for your order. So you have the option to receive updates for your order and a tracking number if you'd like. Yeah, so it just gives you an option. Same for the Freaky Fast rewards. We didn't really change anything. It's still the same screen, but there's just a track option at the bottom now instead of the Find Jimmy John's. The reason we did that is because the Find Jimmy John's function impacted the performance of that actually. So we have right here, this is the more screens. It's like your account settings, notifications, all that. Generally the same. The only thing we changed down here was the track button. And then this is the Find Jimmy John's screen. Normally, whenever you opened it up, it started to slow down the app because it had to connect to Apple Maps or Google Maps or whatever. And it loaded in all these locations. But I don't think that's personally necessary, or my group didn't, because it automatically assigns you to the closest store. And in our redesign of this screen, you can see the restaurant, you'll be able to see a real-time location of where your food is. And then down here at the bottom, you also have it's delivering from, delivering to, it says the store is making your order, it's giving updates, and there's an estimated arrival time. And that is all for the Jimmy John's app redesign.
Hey, now it's Rumer, and I will be talking about our Fisher-Price Smart Bear redesign. So here's our information. And for our full silhouette redesign, this is how the bear started. It comes with a square head and a smaller body with a camera in the nose and the power button on the foot. So to change this bear, we decided that we wanted to make it a little bit more friendly towards children. So we decided to create a larger body as well as a more circular head. So the reason we wanted to do this was because there is a technology box in the mid center of the bear, and it asks for hugs and it asks to be thrown in the air sometimes. When you catch it or when you hug the bear, all you can feel is the box in the middle, and it's quite uncomfortable to hold. So we thought that with a little bit more padding and a more larger midsection, that it would be more comfortable to hold, as well as it would have more of a comforting effect on children who could get their arms around it easier.
Hi, so it's Kaley now. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the bear's head since there were two major changes that we did. The original bear's head was very square and quite large and just overall wasn't very proportional to the rest of the bear's body. So the first change that we made was rounding it out, and now it obviously is a little bit more proportional to the rest of the bear's body. We wanted it to reflect the teddy bears that are most commonly sold right now and the way that they look, since those are what children are, that's what they like and they're used to seeing. So that was the first change we made. And the second was removing the camera from the nose. Um, the camera was always on in the original model of this device, and it was on all the time because it was constantly on standby to activate activities via the activity cards. And so we didn't like that idea since it opened up a huge potential for the camera to be hacked. And since this is a children's toy, that could be potentially dangerous for a number of reasons. So instead, we replaced it with a sensor that you would tap the cards on the nose of the bear, and that would prompt the activity. So it adds an extra layer of safety. And that's our entire redesign.